Good morning. How are you today? Our lesson today is Unit 15. Okay, please open the student's book page 29 and write the date. Today is Sunday, 18th of April 2021. This unit is about technology. Exercise number 1, ask and answer. What can you do on a smartphone as well as talk to people? Write your answer. Exercise number 2, read the newspaper article and check your answer to exercise 1. You have 2 minutes to write the article and try to get the meaning of the words in red. Have you finished? And now let's listen to the definitions of the new words. Number 1, development, the process of becoming bigger, better, okay, or etc. Advertise, to tell people about something in newspapers or on TV or etc. Arrange, make plans for something to happen. Require, need or ask you to do something. Social media, websites used by people to communicate. Transfer, move someone or something from one place to another. Okay, after you read the newspaper article, did you check your answer to exercise 1? Is it right or wrong? Okay. Exercise number 3. Which of the words in red in the text mean the following? Number 1 is answered. You are going to answer the rest. You have 1 minute to answer it. Have you finished? Okay. Number 2. To tell people about something in newspapers or on TV. Yes, advertise. Make plans for something to happen. Arrange. 4. Websites used by people to communicate. Social media. Move someone or something from one place to another. Yes, transfer. Okay, so number 2, advertise. Number 3, arrange. 4, require. 5, social media. And 6, transfer. Exercise number 4. Are these sentences true or false? Okay. Answer them quickly. Okay, number 1 is false. Number 2, you can find some jobs on the internet. Yes, true. You need a computer to send an email. False. Okay, you can send it on your mobile phone. Number 4, some people can buy things using their mobile phones. Yes, true. So number 1 false, 2 true, 3 false, 4 is true. And now write the date on page 30. Exercise number 1. Underline would, might, or could, or if, and the 2 verbs in each sentence. Number 1. If, didn't know, and might be. Number 2. Yes, underline if, wanted, could buy. And number 3, yes, underline if, had, and would be. Okay, what is this lesson? It's about the second conditional with would, might, or could. Okay, when do we use the second conditional? We use it to talk about situations that are either impossible or which might not happen. Such as, if I were taller, I'd be good at basketball. If I went to England, I would visit London. Okay, so this situation are impossible or might not happen. So in these situations, we use the second conditional, okay, with would, might, or could. When do we use might? We can use might instead of would, which means perhaps, okay, or would perhaps. For example, if you learned Japanese, you might get a job in Tokyo. Here, I'm not sure, so I used might. Okay, so in the second conditional, we put if plus the subject plus the verb in the past simple, and the result clause will be subject plus might or could or would, okay, plus the verb in the infinitive form. Number 2, we can use could instead of would, okay, which means be able to. For example, if we went to the beach, we could go swimming. Here we have the ability to do so. Okay, And in the negative, might not shows possibility, but could not shows inability, which means impossibility. Okay? Again, if we used might not, it shows possibility. But if we used could not, it shows inability or impossibility. Let's read these examples. If you went to the museum now, it might not be very busy. Here, might not be shows what? Yes, shows possibility. But in the example number 2, if you visited the place, you couldn't go in the gardens because they are closed. Here, couldn't go means yes, inability or impossibility. Okay. Exercise number 2. Complete the sentences with the correct form of the verb in brackets to make second conditionals. Let's read the example number 1. We could go shopping if we had enough time. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute to answer the rest. Have you finished? Okay, let's check your answers. Number 2, if we all loved each other. So number 2, loved. The world, yeah, would be. Okay. Number 3, if I were very ill. So number 3, were. I would go. Okay. Number 4, if you didn't know how to speak English, it, yes, excellent, it might be difficult for you to travel to London. So number 4, didn't know and might be. Number 5, his parents help him if he tell them about the problem. So the answer will be his parents could help him if he told them about the problem. Okay. Exercise number 3, complete the questions, then ask and answer. Number 1, where you go when a trip to anywhere in world. Let's read the example. Where would you go if you want a trip to anywhere in the world? Again, where would you go if you want a trip to anywhere in the world? If I want a trip to anywhere in the world, I might go to Japan. Okay? Can you make number 2, 3, or 4? I'll ask you and then you are going to write the answers. What you do lose your school bag? So the question will be, what would you do if you lost your bag? What would you do if you lost your bag? And you are going to write your own answer. Who you phone you see an accident? Number 3. The question will be, who would you phone? Who would you phone if you saw an accident? Number 4. What might your parents say? What might your parents say if you didn't do well in your exams? What might your parents say if you didn't do well in your exams? Please write your own answers. Have you finished? Okay.